several kind of businesses. However, today we are being challenged by several other competitors which are coming into the market, and therefore the market is expanding pretty rapidly. The companies are looking to have an India presence, have their operations here, set up several different spectrums of operations from say R&D, manufacturing to marketing. And if I look at it, and I don't know how much do you understand about the pharmaceutical scenario, but pharmaceutical industry where it was probably 10 or 15 years ago, and the way it has exploded in last 10 to 15 years ago in the Indian market, the Indian devices manufacturing industry is also poised at the same way. So we would be seeing an explosion, and which we are currently also seeing in the coming time.
So like for biomedical equipments, we can see that it costs quite a large amount of money. So now in the current marketing situation, since we are undergoing a recession, so can we expect people buying such costly machines in later periods of time?
See, what is happening currently again is that lot of, again as I said, is that lot of companies are looking at something called as market appropriate products. So they are looking at products and innovations which would be cost effective for the country. At the same time, even if you look at the health related statistics which are there at this point of time, we have a huge shortage of beds, doctors, primary care capability. So from 1% of the GDP is going to be around 3% of GDP. So there are going to be expansions, there are going to be innovations which are going to hit the market, and there have to be market appropriate innovations that have to come which will expand the market. And again, if you see, all the big players which are there are adding beds to their portfolio in terms of the offerings that they have. They are having high end and middle end and lower end offering. So the affordability part of it is being tackled in different manner.
Yes, sir.
Biomedical engineer, I want to ask you one thing, sir. Like, how much a biomedical engineer can explore himself or herself in Johnson and Johnson, sir?
See, currently as I said is that we are not doing a lot of R&D in India. We are looking at exploring at it, and we are looking at market appropriate innovations. And so there are opportunities which will be coming up in time, and that opportunities will be coming up in all the organizations. It's not only in the organization that I work for. And again, when you look at biomedical engineers, it depends on what kind of opportunities that you are looking at. Are you looking at R&D opportunities? Are you looking at sales and marketing opportunities? Or are you looking at any other professional development area opportunities? So it depends on what spectrum you are looking at it. So therefore the opportunities are going to increase as the time goes by, but it depends on where have you exactly have your expertise.
So like, talking about the opportunities, if we confine ourselves in R&D section, then what would be your opinion?
See, the R&D is going to expand in the coming time, as I said, in all the organizations, including the organization that I currently work for, is in terms of, as I said, one of the thrusts that all the companies are looking at is something called as market appropriate innovations. And market appropriate innovation cannot happen outside the country. It has to happen within the country. And again, going back to the earlier question that I said, if you see from the pharmaceutical point of view, the Indian pharmaceutical industry didn't exist probably 15 years ago. However, today if you see, the entire pharmaceutical industry is dominated by the Indian players, and it is based on R&D, whereby they are supplying products to the rest of the world. So the similar thing is going to happen in coming time in the devices and the diagnostics industry.
Thank you, sir.
I think that would be a last question,
Sir. But generally, biomedical engineers play the role of either sales and service engineer or a R&D scientist or in management areas. What is the role of us in this evidence-based medicine?
I think why I took up this topic, because I exactly know that this is the role that you are going to play in your future, and it is critical at all levels which are there. So you talked of R&D at this point of time. Is that again, as I said earlier, no regulatory guidelines were there in US and in Europe and even in India. You could apply something called as a 510K or a CE marking and have the product into the market. Today the US FDA is asking for several clinical trials which are required and for evidence of effectiveness and safety. There are risk management assessments that are being done about the safety of the device. So therefore that's where the R&D scientist plays. You look at sales and marketing. If you are a sales and marketeer and you are going to go and discuss your device, your equipment, your instrument with the medical community, the first slide that I showed about the physician, the payers and the providers, they are going to ask you those questions, so you need to deal with that. So that's where exactly the whole role of evidence-based medicine is coming. So that's exactly where you need to play a role, because tomorrow as time goes by, without evidence-based and without health, economic and clinical evidence, it is going to be difficult to actually really sell your products. This gentleman asked a question, is that can the equipment be affordable today in the times of recession? That's the question which is going to be asked. So therefore that data is most important for biomedical engineers. Thank you again. Thanks everybody for sparing your valuable time from your hectic schedules, giving me that opportunity to talk to you and really being among you. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much for your patience in answering each of the doubts. And on the behalf of SRM University, we again would like to thank you, sir, for taking time out of your very busy schedule. And we were very much enlightened by the talk you gave. It is an entirely new area, and as researchers, I think people who are going into research or the other people who are choosing other areas also will be benefited from all the suggestions and new arenas he has touched today. So thank you one and all, and I hope that again we will have a chance to interact with him in future also. Thank you.